Hello everyone! Welcome back to my little DIY and life hack corner. Take a look at the table in front of me. We have many different kinds of bottle caps here. Blue and white plastic caps from water bottles, large plastic caps from water jugs, and also metal caps. Normally, after finishing a drink, we just throw these away without thinking. But wait, don't toss them yet, especially this metal cap from a beer or soda bottle. Plastic caps usually have smooth surfaces, flat edges, but this metal cap has sharp, sturdy ridges around the edge. This is the key factor for safety. This is today's main character. Next, let's talk about the knife. To deal with the tough shell of a chestnut, you can't use a thin fruit knife or a serrated bread knife. Choose a knife with a flat blade that's thick enough and has some weight to it. I have a collection of knives here, but I'll go with this wide cleaver-style knife or a sharp chef's knife. A sharp blade gives you a cleaner cut, and the weight helps you use less force. Now let's move on to our second main character, fresh chestnuts. When buying chestnuts at the market, look for ones with dark brown, glossy shells. Chestnuts with fine fuzz at the tip are usually fresher. They should feel heavy and solid in your hand. If you shake one and hear a rattling sound inside, skip it. That means the nut has shrunk or gone bad. I've prepared a fairly large basket of chestnuts here. They look very tempting, but that's smooth. Hard shell can be quite a challenge. The first step in any preparation process is cleaning. Don't underestimate this. Chestnuts often carry a lot of dirt from the forest or during transportation. Put all the chestnuts into a strainer or basket and rinse them under running water. Use your hands to rub each one thoroughly, almost like you're giving them a massage. This removes dirt and also helps get rid of some of the fuzz on the shell. After washing, shake off the excess water and bring them to the prep table. Now comes the magic moment I want to share with you. Now watch this. Place the metal bottle cap upside down on a wooden cutting board. Take a chestnut and fit its rounded sides snugly into the cap. See what happens? The cap cradles the chestnut perfectly. The serrated metal edges grip the shell tightly, turning the chestnut into a stable, fixed object, like it's locked in place. With your left hand, lightly hold the bottle cap, or you may not even need to once you're used to it. With your right hand, hold the knife. Place the blade on top of the chestnut, press gently, and make one firm cut. Crack. A perfect score appears. The chestnut doesn't move at all. No rolling, no slipping. As you can see, no matter how sharp the knife is, it can't reach your fingers because they're holding the cap underneath, completely separated from the blade. Thanks to this stable base, you can apply more pressure to cut through the hard shell, and just touch the inner skin without any risk. Repeat this with each chestnut. Tap, slice. Tap, slice. It's surprisingly satisfying. This method is 5 to 10 times faster than doing it by hand. You can make one long horizontal cut around the chestnut, or for a nicer look, rotate it and add a second cut to form a cross. When cooked, the chestnut will bloom open like a 4-petal flower, beautiful to look at, in just a few minutes. I've scored an entire basket of chestnuts without breaking a sweat, and most importantly, my hands are completely safe. The cuts are even and deep enough, promising a perfect batch. Now let's move on to cooking. There are many ways to cook chestnuts: boiling, sand roasting, or baking. Today, I'll show you how to steam them. I'm using a thick-bottom stainless steel pot on an induction stove. First, pour in about 500 milliliters to 1 liter of cold water. Here's another small tip. Add 1 teaspoon of salt to the water. When the water boils, the steam carries a subtle, salty note that gently penetrates the shell and nut. Turn the stove to high heat, around 1600 to 2000 watts, To bring the water to a boil quickly, once the water starts to simmer, place the steamer basket on top. Pour in all the scored chestnuts and spread them out so they're not piled too thickly. Cover with a glass lid so you can watch the process without losing heat. Steam the chestnuts for about 15 to 20 minutes, depending on their size. Reduce the heat to medium so the water boils steadily and produces consistent steam. Look through the glass lid. Steam fills the pot surrounding each chestnut. Under the heat, the flesh inside begins to cook and expand. Thanks to the cuts we made earlier, the hard shell can no longer hold it back. The shells start to open, first a small crack, then wider and wider. The golden yellow flesh peeks out from the dark brown shell, almost like it's smiling at us. A warm, nutty aroma fills the kitchen, rich and comforting. The time is up. All the chestnuts have opened beautifully, showing their golden centers. This means they're soft and perfectly cooked. Carefully remove the steamer basket and pour the chestnuts into a clean glass bowl. Look at that steam, absolutely irresistible. They're still very hot, but this is also when they're easiest to peel. Be careful not to burn yourself. Let me show you. Pick up one chestnut and gently squeeze it from both sides, or pull it apart at the cut. Pop. The hard shell comes off effortlessly. And the best part? The thin inner skin comes off with it. The chestnut inside is whole, golden, and perfectly intact. No broken pieces at all. No need to use your teeth, no knife prying, and your fingernails stay clean. Take a bite. Naturally sweet, soft, nutty, and creamy, with a subtle hint of salt. Honestly, it tastes even better than boiled or store-bought roasted chestnuts, which can sometimes be dry and tough. As you can see, with just one small change, using a discarded metal bottle cap, we've turned chestnut prep from a risky chore into a fun, fast, and safe process. If you found this tip helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and leave a comment below. See you in the next video with more useful tips.